Petra.com product descriptions, Apple wins its lawsuit against Samsung, Facebook finally releases a new mobile app, smartphone operating systems adoption soars, and researchers may be finding ways to hack your brain. I'm Natalia with Petra Industries, here to bring you some of this week's hottest industry news stories right here on Petra Channels. Interested in a Petra product but want to learn more about it before you buy? Make sure to check out the quick overview next to the product image and the product description at the bottom of the page. The quick overview includes a UPC code for the product along with its weight, and the product description will be filled with the information about the product. In most cases, this will answer any question you may have. If you still need more information on the product, feel free to click Contact Us Now at the top of the page and walk through the steps to get in touch with us. In an unheard of $1.05 billion settlement, it was announced last Friday that Apple had won its case against Samsung for patent infringements. Samsung was found guilty of infringing 6 Apple patents, including double tap to zoom and centering, scrolling bounce back, pinch to zoom, and one-finger scrolling, as well as 3 others related to front design and icon placement. In the meantime, Apple is likely to push for temporary removal of Samsung products off retail shelves, and is even predicted to pursue legal action against other handset makers. The reaction from Google, which owns the Android operating system used on most Samsung phones, will also give indication as to where the world of smartphones and operating systems is headed. Said a Google spokesman, "We work with our partners to give consumers innovative and affordable products, and we don't want anything to limit that." Facebook released a new version of its mobile app this week in an attempt to better compete in an increasingly mobile world. Users had complained that the original app was sluggish, with more than half of the ratings for the iPhone version rating only 1 star out of 5. The company has reported that the apps are now faster because they were rewritten in the native programming language of Apple's devices, replacing most of the web-based technology used in previous versions. Facebook apparently made this move toward optimizing its mobile capabilities in an effort to become a mobile-first company. The company also plans to discover the most ideal way to deliver ads to users on its mobile interface, but without taking up too much screen space and driving users away in frustration. Currently, Facebook earns ad revenue through sponsored stories, offers, and its App Center. Right now, the company's main ambition is to speed up growth and revitalize its stock. Research from Flurry Analytics reported Monday that iOS and Android adoption is 10 times greater than that of PC adoption during the technology's rapid growth phase in the 1980s. According to the research firm, 640 million iOS or Android-based devices were in use last month. Out of that, 165 million were running in the US and 128 million in China. The UK ranked third with 31 million units, followed by South Korea at 28 million and Japan at 22 million. Flurry predicts that the net number of active devices in the US grew by approximately 30 million over a year, while China saw more than 100 million new active devices enter the market. Other interesting insights shared by the company include that Singapore leads the world with 92% adoption of Android and iOS within its borders. The US came in 5th place with 78% adoption. Did you know that researchers are trying to hack your brain? According to a new research presented at the 21st Century USINEX Security Symposium, brain hacking could be more realistic than you might expect. But it has nothing to do with the supernatural. Apparently, with an Epoch Neuro headset, a headset that lets you control your computer with your brainwaves, a hacker could hypothetically create a sort of brain spyware that would trick you into revealing personal information. The research centers on a specific brainwave, which is emitted when you recognize something meaningful. In tests, 28 guinea pigs were given the headsets and then shown images of things like credit cards, ATMs, and people as they were asked specific questions. The brainwaves they released were analyzed by researchers, and in some cases they were able to come up with private data that was between 15 and 40% more accurate than if they had just guessed. A margin like 40% leaves a lot of room for error, but you have to admit it's still kind of scary. That's all for this week's 5 in 5. Be sure to check out our Facebook and Twitter feeds, where we're always posting about hot industry news.